She's down by your feet, cleaning your floor.
Yep, we got a full house in studio today. We got special guest Shelly.
Hi.
The dog that we are fostering is apparently finding some good food on the ground. And then the other dog, Alice, our dog, is just kind of running around. So
yeah, she's excited just to be here.
None of this is getting cut. This is no edits.
No edits.
So today we were talking about season 3 of The Night Agent. We watched it. We binge watched it over a couple of nights.
Netflix, right?
Netflix.
Yep.
And so obviously we've seen the first 2 seasons. I think we did one or both of the seasons that we did reviews of. Maybe the second season we did when it came out last year. So this has been out, I don't know, couple 3 months, and we watched it, and February of 2026, so like 3 months ago or so. And this is the 3rd season. They've already announced it was renewed for a 4th season, and it will be the final season. So we got one more season of this.
Now, is this based on anything, like a book or anything?
Matthew Quirk.
That's the author?
Yes.
I gotta sneeze. Excuse me.
I'm not editing that.
Okay.
Matthew Quirk is the author. This is his series, which is pretty cool, The Night Agent. And so we liked the first couple seasons, right?
Yeah.
We did not like the character. What was her name? Rose.
Rose.
We did not.
She's the hardest part of the series for me. She's what makes it tough to watch. She bothers me.
So the good part is that season 3, no Rose.
Exactly.
We talk about her a little bit, and I'm like, oh no, spoiler alert, no Rose. So I was like, already we like this.
Well, I think we knew that going in, because when you told me the next season was out, I was kind of like, all right, because there's a lot about it that I do like. She bothers me, but you were like, but I read on it, she's not in it. I was like, oh, okay, then we can watch it, because she's a struggle for me.
Yeah, it was a little tough. And then if you've watched any of our reviews, you know that we are very tough on female actresses, because a lot of them are the damsel in distress, or they are the kick-ass, and they're gonna beat everybody up. There's no middle ground there.
Well, you know what I hate is the female lead that knows everything, is smarter than everyone. It doesn't listen, puts themselves in dangerous situations, and then it's everybody else's fault that they're in this situation. And like, why didn't you just listen? Like I always say, if I was with someone that was, oh, you're a Secret Service agent, this is what you've been trained to do, and we went to somewhere and you said, don't get out of the car, my ass would stay in the car.
Yeah.
It annoys me that all of a sudden she's like, no, I have to go with you. I'm like, you have no training. Like, you're not set up for this. You don't know how to protect yourself. Like, going in there is just making it more dangerous. And trust me, people, I get this is a show. Armand always reminds me when I get all worked up about stuff that it's just a show. But again, you're supposed to buy into the characters. You're supposed to be invested in what's happening with them. And that kind of character that never listens and always creates the problem,
right?
Bothers me. And I felt like, in the last season, that was her a lot. Everything that was going on and she wanted to be involved in the middle of, she created a lot of the situations, you know, and I find that very frustrating. And then he's, again, constantly, the damsel in distress, constantly having to risk his life and other people's to save her. And, I always joke around when it's, when that happens and then you watch it and it's like, okay, they go in with a whole team, to save her, and all these people died. I'm like, so what, 20 people died? And then don't go home to their families because she couldn't follow directions, right? And again, that's a show, but it frustrates me. So the damsel in distress really bothers me.
As a writer, it's I'm trying not to be mean about this, but it's low hanging fruit to move the plot along.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just make her. She's going to be kidnapped, or she's going to be in trouble, or she's gonna make the wrong move, and then the plot will move along, and then we'll get to have some action and whatnot. And I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm not. Look, I get to a certain extent doing that, but they either go too extreme and make her too weak and too annoying, or they go the opposite extreme and make her, too much of a kick-ass and too much of a, like we've talked about the fact that, look, I totally believe women are strong and can do a lot. I know I do a lot that you don't do. You know what I mean? I'm capable of a lot of things, but I also don't walk into every room and assume I'm the strongest person in the room. I mean, come on, that isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless it's a room full of kids, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I've seen you beat a room full of kids up.
I'll beat them up. But I'm just saying, it's let's be reasonable. You can make her a badass. You can make her a good fighter. You can make her all of those things. But you have to limit that to make it a little bit more believable. And I also think that, again, when you make them too weak, you make them look too stupid, and that's not believable either. Which I also find very frustrating. So
what did you think of the females in this third season then?
The reporter is the main
right.
female
the
character.
Reporter and the Secret Service agent engaged to the guy, Chelsea.
Oh yes. Why did I'm like, what are you talking about?
And the president's wife. I guess we're the three main females in this.
Well, I can say to us some things, but I don't want to give too much away.
Right.
So Chelsea, the Secret Service agency, I like her because she's tough, she's strong, she's smart, but she's also not invincible. She's not the smartest person in the room. She doesn't, you know what I mean? Like hey, I need help with this. I can do certain things. I figured certain things out. I'm smart and I'm capable, but also it wasn't, I don't know. Sometimes it's the determination, and it's going to make them run over everybody else at all costs.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah.
The reporter, a little annoying to me for that same reason of I'm going to put myself in harm's way, and it's everybody else's job to fix it. Because
there was a couple of, it's a 10-episode season. There's a couple of episodes where the plot is moved along because the reporter does or says something that isn't very realistic, other than we need Peter to do this or do that.
Yeah. And I find that kind of annoying. She bothered me a little bit. And the president's wife, while she was obviously an important character, I don't think she was necessarily in it enough for me to feel one way or another. She was fine.
Right.
I think her role served the purpose it needed to.
Right.
It was believable.
Right. Her and the president.
Hold on. Our dog we're fostering is not sure about cats. Sorry about the pause there. And
I didn't realize that she was in.
And all of a sudden, Maisie, our cat, just walked in, and then the foster dog Chino just walked in. But everything's okay now. Sorry about that. I was worried we were going to have an incident. Anyway, so
it was the politics of it. The husband, the president, the first lady. Those were good roles. There wasn't anything where, again, you're like, oh, this is the damsel in distress or any of that.
No, I thought it worked, and I thought that the character was believable, and with what happened and how things were handled. So fine with all of that. The reporter a little annoying to me, and I get it. I'm not a writer. I'm not the creative type, so I understand there has to be that ability to do those things to move the story along.
Right.
But it's why I struggle a lot of times with the female characters in TV shows and movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And again, it's not always. I read a lot of books, or listen to a lot of books. I do both. I read a lot of them where, with female characters are the main characters, and I love them. I think they do a great job. And I understand though that book and TV are different, and TVs and movies, they've got to sensationalize it more to make it more intriguing and in your face, and they're trying to condense the whole story down.
Right.
But it's not always, but it's kind of always been a running joke with me and my best friend Jennifer is every movie or TV show, it's always, all right, what did you think of the girl in it? and I'm always like, ugh, or, oh, you know what? I actually liked her. She wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the joke that I don't prefer most of the female characters just because of how they're done.
Now, I thought this third season, plot-wise, I thought it was the best season. I thought it was, I liked the storyline. I liked the bad guy.
He's so creepy.
Yeah. I liked, our main character, Peter. I liked his interaction with people. He wasn't, I found in the first couple of seasons a lot of hesitation from him as a character and doing things. And I thought,
I think it's because he was supposedly so new at the job.
So now he's kind of like into that. He's in the role and he knows what he's doing. And I liked it. We didn't waste a lot of time in 10 episodes of him trying to figure it out. He's pretty much figured it out at this point.
Well, yeah, the first couple of episodes are him trying to figure out who I want to be as a person, and how I want to come across, how I want to, and very hesitant, like you said, on things. I think part of that was supposed to be the character, especially in the first season, because it's also new.
Yeah.
He's brand new to his role and being out in the field and doing all of those things. Second season, a little bit better. But again, these are like key life moments and decisions that he's making. And then this season, though, I agree. He's got his sea legs under him more. It's going a lot better. And I think it was really good that, and I don't want to say waste time because character development is important, but it was so much more story focused,
right?
That I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed this season. I'm looking forward to next season, especially we know now it's going to be the last season. They've already announced a bunch of different people that will be in it, including Titus Welliver, who plays Bosch. So that'll be interesting to see him on something else. Before Bosch, I was never a huge fan of his. And the things I saw him in, I was like, eh.
He always played, everything I ever saw him before Bosch, I think he always played a bad guy.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what he plays in this. He might play a bad guy.
Well, he might. I'm just saying, though. But I get that. I'm just saying, in all the things I can recall seeing him in, he always seemed to be a bad guy.
Yeah. So I thought it was good. I was hesitant to even watch it. I knew it had been out for a few weeks, and I was like, we'll watch it. We'll get to it. We got other things to watch, because the fear was, this is going to be even worse than the second season. Not saying the second season was bad, but there's that. I was like, oh no, we're gonna get progressively worse. And I thought it was a big leap. Season 3 was definitely, for me, was a big leap over the first two.
I can agree with that.
So now I'm actually looking forward to season 4. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. So I thought it was I thought it was pretty good. Will you stop talking?
She never stops talking.
No, she does not. So all right. So you want to give the score first?
Watch out! Watch out! She's gonna claw you. Sorry. Here, go on. You two go play. Come on, let's go play. Sorry, everyone. Come on, go. Out.
Yeah, fostering this dog, but then she doesn't
understand.
She doesn't play well with the cat. Either cat, but this cat is Maisie's loud and.
Well, she's a puppy. The foster dog is a 6-month-old puppy, and she doesn't really have any exposure to cats, so she's very curious. And our other cat, Maisie, she doesn't really bother her. Mary. She doesn't really bother her very much, but Mary also doesn't mess with the dog. Maisie is a little bit more, vocal, and it throws her off because she's very curious about her. Anyway, sorry about that.
This is supposed to be, a series review, but this is also.
Well, you are welcome to cut all of this out. You're welcome to cut it out.
Yeah, I'm not doing any editing. All right, so score-wise, I have no idea what we gave the other season.
I don't even recall reviewing the other season, so
I think maybe I did it.
Maybe. So overall for the season, my score, we're doing out of 5, right?
Right.
I'm going to go with do we do evens? 4 point something?
Yeah, we do 4 point something.
But it doesn't have to be an even 4.5 or something.
No.
I'm going to go with a 4.3.
That's what I'm thinking, 4.3.
Copycat.
Exactly, that's why I let you go first. Whatever you said, I would have been like, yes.
There was a lot I liked.
Yeah.
I I will say the plot, there was a whole lot of moving pieces to it. So it's definitely, when you're watching it, you've got to pay attention.
Right.
Because there's a lot of twists and turns, which is not a bad thing.
No.
But there was a lot to it, a lot of twists and turns, which I thought was really good. There were some surprises in it that I didn't expect that happened, which was also really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's 10 episodes, so you get to like that, you're done with the 8th episode, and you're like, there's way too much here.
Yeah.
And it's the solid last two episodes for me were just solid, wrapping everything up, finishing. There's no loose ends. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. There's a couple of characters in there that I don't know if we're talking about the Bill from True Blood.
Yeah.
That's what I know him as.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but his character was I was creepy and yet not at the same time. I don't know how to describe him, but I enjoyed his his little bit of character, him being in there. There's a lot going on, and which is great because at first you don't know who's doing what, who's behind what, who's controlling what, and and obviously neither do our characters, and they're trying to figure all of that out.
Yeah.
which was
a lot of good subplots
Yeah.
in this season that get wrapped up nicely. So, all right, I want to thank everybody for watching these videos. Watch the rest of them. I got tons of book reviews, series reviews, movies reviews. I do a bunch of writing videos as well. Hit the subscribe button. Do me a huge favor. Watch the ads. All you gotta do is watch like 33 seconds of the ads and then click off the ad. I appreciate it. And all right. So thank you.
Sorry for the dog interruption, everyone. Just fostering, and sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
This makes for riveting television.
There you go.